Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe. Jaya Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana, Nitai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Srila Gurudeva. Shri Shri Radha Madhava ki, Shri Shri Nitai Sachinandan Dev Bhagavan ki, Shri Shri Lakshmi Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Gurudev ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. So welcome everyone to the Sunday Feast program. And we will offer prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, and all the acharyas, all the devotees or followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so that by their mercy I can speak something for my own purification and for the pleasure of all devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So for today, it's a day called as Mother's Day. So I want to wish everyone, especially the mothers, my respect and a very happy Mother's Day. So in the Vedic civilization, every day is a Mother's Day, which means one remembers the sacrifices and the services rendered by the mother and pays obeisances every day to the mother. So the Vedic civilization is such that as soon as a person wakes up, the first obeisances he pays is to mother cow. And a person is said to have 7 mothers. The birth mother among one of them. Anyone knows who are the other 6 mothers a person has? Mother Earth. Guru Patni, the wife of the spiritual master. Rajapatni, the wife of the king. the nurse. The nurse is considered one of the mothers. We said about mother cow and mother earth. So, in this way, a person is said to have 7 mothers, and one should pay obeisances to these 7 mothers. In fact, there was a very famous farmer in India. He was known for the mangoes he produced. And his mangoes would win in every competition. They were the sweetest, the most tastiest. So the mango is known as the king of fruits. Because the mango can be enjoyed even when it is unripe and when it is ripe. So it is known as the king of fruits. So this farmer, he was well known for his abilities to produce mangoes. And the devotees from ISKCON, they had gone to this, the farm of this farmer to learn from him, because the devotees were setting up a farming community. And they wanted to learn from him how to cultivate. So this person was a Muslim. He followed the Islamic tradition. So the devotees went to him, and the person agreed, yes, I will teach you. And he took them to his farm. And before entering his farm, he paid obeisances on the ground, which is quite strange for a Muslim to do, right? And the devotees asked, what are you doing? So he said, I am paying obeisances to Mother Earth, because only by her mercy is all these crops produced. So he never claimed that I am producing these. He paid obeisances to Mother Earth. So every day is Mother's Day, which means every day we pay obeisances to our mothers, not just once a year. Yudhishthir Maharaj, after the Kurukshetra war was over and the Kauravas were annihilated, then what happened to Dhritarashtra and Gandhari? Where did they go? So for 34 years after the Kurukshetra war, Dhritarashtra and Gandhari were living in the same palace as the Pandavas. And every day, Yudhishthir would come and pay obeisances at the feet of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari, which is very admirable, because Dhritarashtra had schemed along with his son Duryodhana to kill the Pandavas. Not only the Pandavas, but their mother also. Right? And so many ways, Dhritarashtra was a party to the atrocities that were committed against the Pandavas. But Yudhishthir was of such noble character that he would pay obeisances at the feet of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari, because Dhritarashtra and Gandhari were in the possession of his parents. Right? So this is Vedic culture, to treat the elders with respect, to pay obeisances and seek their blessings. Even nowadays in India, before one starts a major endeavor or something, one seeks the blessings of elders. Right? Everyone from India is familiar with that concept. You pay obeisances to the elders, seek their blessings, and only then one proceeds. So, mother especially occupies a very significant position. There is a Vedic saying, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. That the mother is to be considered like the Supreme Lord. The father is to be considered like the Supreme Lord. The spiritual master is to be considered like the Supreme Lord. Now, it doesn't mean, some people translate it literally saying that mother is God. So, one can ask, Shri Shri Nitai Sachinandan Devi Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Devi Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, it's not a literal translation. that mother is God. The mother is to be treated on the same level as God. So, like one may ask, like let's say a husband and wife has a child, and the child grows up, and the mother wants the child to become a doctor, and the father wants the child to become an engineer. So which God should the child listen to? Right? Then there is confusion. Right? So what the saying that Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, what that means is that the mother and father, the spiritual master, are to be treated on the same level as God. And of course, the mother and father are also qualified to get that kind of respect. Right? Krishna says in the Gita, Pitahamasya Jagato Matha Data Pitamaha. That I am the father of the universe, I am the mother, I am the giver, the sustainer, and I am the grandsire also. So everything rests upon Krishna, but the mother and father are considered like the representatives of Krishna, through which the mercy of Krishna flows. The protection for a child which cannot protect itself is provided primarily by the parents. Right? And then there are other relatives who are in the position of father and mother. So today, on this occasion of Mother's Day, I want to speak a little bit about one very famous personality. In fact, the Supreme Lord, one of his names is named after her, Mother Yashoda. She occupies a very prominent position in our Krishna conscious tradition, in the Vaishnava tradition. Krishna is known as Yashodanandan, the son of Mother Yashoda. He is known as Nandanandan, the son of Maharaj Nanda. So Mother Yashoda, she is in a very unique position. So in the scriptures, we learn that one can have 5 kinds of relationships with the Supreme Lord. 5 kinds. So one is in the mode of Shantaras. Shantaras means neutrality. Neutrality means one is not in an active relationship, but there is the elements of respect and adoration is there. That is Shantaras or neutrality. So for example, in the spiritual world, the plants, the trees, even the stones, they are conscious, they are persons. Even the stones, the sand, everything in the spiritual world, they are conscious and they have this relation with Krishna of neutrality. That is Shantaras. Above Shantaras, or higher than this ras, ras means mellow. So above this mellow is the aspect of Dhasya ras. Dhasya means servitorship, as a servant. So like how Hanumanji serves Lord Ram, the aspect of servitorship is there. Above this ras, mellow, is the aspect of Sakhya ras. Sakhya means friendship, friendship with the Supreme Lord. So friendship with the Supreme Lord, some examples are the cowherd friends of Krishna, like Subala, Madhumangal, right? All those cowherd friends, they come in this aspect of Sakyaras. Arjuna is another example. Above this Sakyaras or mellow is the mellow or relationship of Vatsalya ras. Vatsalya ras means parental affection. So Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Mai, Devaki, Vasudev, even the elder Gopas, cowherd men and ladies of Vrindavan, they have this kind of relationship with Krishna, of treating Krishna as their own child, Vatsalya. And above Vatsalya and the topmost rasa or relationship a living entity can have with the Supreme Lord is that of Madhurya ras, or conjugal relationship, which the cowherd damsels of Vrindavan had, like Radharani, Lalita Devi, Vishakha, etc. They all have this conjugal relationship with Krishna. Now the aspect of these different kinds of relationship is that the relationship like Vatsalya has the elements of the other kinds of relationship in it, below it, right? So Vatsalya would contain elements of friendship, elements of servitorship, and elements of neutrality as well. And we see that in the relationship when it is demonstrated. So, like when Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai, they are treating Krishna as their own son. They don't even think of Krishna as God. That aspect is covered over. They are forgetful of that. They don't even know. They don't even care. That's the aspect. Sometimes Krishna demonstrates these magnificent superhuman activities, but they just dismiss it like, oh, it might be like my illusion or something, right? So Krishna does not want to interfere with that mellow that they have and taint it with his opulence. So he covers over that. So they forget about it. But you see that they also treat Krishna like a friend. Right? They also serve Krishna like a servant. They also maintain even neutrality with Krishna sometimes. Right? So one relationship has the aspects of the relationship, the other classes of relationship below it. So the topmost relationship, that of conjugal love, has all the other aspects included in it. So Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai, their primarily mellow is that of Vatsalya. And Yashoda Mai is in a very unique position. So out of the various devotees who have a parental affection towards Krishna, Yashoda Mai is the only one who has scolded Krishna, who has chastised Krishna. So we see the examples like Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Devaki, Vasudev, the cowherd damsels or the elderly gopis of Vrindavan. The list goes on. Kunti Maharani, right? They all have this madhurya or parental affection towards Krishna, but you don't see, like, there is no examples or no citations of any one of them scolding Krishna. Only Yashoda Mai has scolded Krishna, right? Devaki and Vasudev, their Vatsalya was Aishwarya Vatsalya. Aishwarya means they were aware of the opulence of Krishna, that Krishna is God. Because when Krishna appeared in the prison house where Devaki and Vasudev were imprisoned, he showed his four-handed Narayana form. So they saw the form of Narayan, Mahavishnu, in front of them. And then Krishna became in the form of a small child. Right? So their relationship was one of Aishwarya Vatsalya. In fact, when Krishna released Vasudev and Devaki after killing Kamsa, Krishna brought back to life the 6 children of Devaki who were killed by Kamsa. So they were aware. So Krishna was able to bring back the 6 children of Devaki whom Kamsa had killed. He brought them back. So they are aware of this opulence of Krishna. Similarly, Kunti Maharani also prays in her prayers. She also is aware of the opulence of Krishna. But Yashoda Mai, she sings about Krishna, but there is no prayers offered to Krishna, right? As calling him the Supreme Lord. She calls upon Krishna as her dear child. So she is in a very unique position. And seeing Yashoda Mai, sometimes when Yashoda Mai becomes angry and scolds Krishna, Krishna becomes afraid. Literally, he is afraid and he is shaking. Yashoda Mai has that kind of power over Krishna. Krishna voluntarily comes under the protection and care of Yashoda Mai. This is the wonderful, sweet relationship that Krishna has with his devotees. For the devotees who are always thinking about Krishna and wants to serve him in that mood, Krishna voluntarily comes under the protection. The Supreme Lord, who is the shelter of every living entity, who provides for every living entity, takes shelter of the pure devotee. And Narad Muni, seeing this wonderful relationship and position of Yashoda, he asks, like, what kind of activities or pious activities or credits you must have done, O Yashoda, that the Supreme Lord, whom even fear is afraid of, right? Swayam bhibeti bhayam, that even fear personified is afraid of Krishna, he is becoming afraid of you. This is the unique position of Mother Yashoda. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a conversation, which is narration between Shukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj says a statement which is very nice. It says, this is from the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Sri Rajovacha, Nanda kim akarod brahmam shreya evam mahodayam yashoda cha mahabhaga papau yasya stanam harihi. So the translation, having heard of the great fortune of Mother Yashoda, Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Shukadev Goswami, O learned Brahmana, Mother Yashoda's breast milk was sucked by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What past auspicious activities did she and Nanda Maharaj perform to achieve such perfection in ecstatic love? So Yashoda, she was able to offer her breast milk to Krishna. Those unlimited number of yogis, they are aspiring to get a glimpse of Lord Krishna, and Krishna was placing himself in the lap of Mother Yashoda. And he was taking the sweet milk that she was offering. This is the unique position of Mother Yashoda. So Narad Muni was saying that he can't glorify Mother Yashoda enough. It is not possible. But by understanding the unique position of Mother Yashoda and praying to her, we can also get a glimpse or a drop of the mercy, that even a drop of mercy from Mother Yashoda can help us advance so much in our Krishna consciousness. So it is said that before Mother Yashoda, Krishna gives up his opulences. So what are the opulences of Krishna? Krishna has all opulences in full. Parashara Muni says in the Vishnu Purana, Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashasashriya jnanam vairagyam saiva sannam bhagam itingana. That God has unlimited opulences, but primarily there are 6. What are they? Aishwarya. Aishwarya means all wealth. Somebody can say, I have some wealth. But one cannot say, I have all wealth. But Krishna has all wealth. All wealth comes from Krishna. Aishwaryasya, samagrasya. Right? Incomplete. It is not that he is lacking something. He has it in complete. Viryasya. Viryasya means strength. Right? Yashasaha. He has all fame. Shriyaha. He has all beauty. Kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham. Krishna's beauty excels that of crores of cupids. Crores means, what is it, 10 million or 1 billion? I don't know. But it excels even that. Crores of cupids, if they come, even that is excelled. Yashasa Shriya. Jnanam, he has all knowledge. Jnanam Vairagyam. Vairagyam means renunciation. So these 6 opulences Krishna has in full. But Krishna gives up all these opulences in front of Mother Yashoda. He behaves like a small child who is dependent upon the mother. So once the brothers of Nanda Maharaj, they were praising Krishna, saying that, oh Nanda Maharaj, you are so fortunate. This Krishna, we don't know who he is. Maybe he is a demigod. Maybe he is Narayan himself. We don't know. But you are so fortunate that he is protecting all the residents of Vrindavan. And Nanda Maharaj just dismisses that. And he says, what are you talking about? This Krishna, when the thunder claps, right? When a thunder occurs, he becomes afraid and runs behind his mother's pallu. He hides behind his mother. When his mother asks him to bring my shoes, he puts it upon his head and he is struggling to walk with it. And you are saying this Krishna is so strong that he is killing demons. It is not possible. I don't believe it. See, this is where their understanding of opulence is covered over. They can't even understand that. They always think that whenever Krishna kills a demon, they think, oh, Vishnu has protected my child. So, Yashoda Mai is in a position to serve Krishna, and she is feeding her breast milk to Krishna, and Krishna gives up one by one all his opulences. So his strength, he gives that up before her. He is like a light-weighted baby. She can just lift him and carry him here and there while doing household activities. Right? She keeps the child on one side and she is doing activities. That Lord who sustains universes, she is just carrying him. Right? He is all wealthy. All opulences are with him. But he comes before her surrounded only by the four directions. Fully naked, small baby comes. He has wear nothing to wear, and Yashoda has to put on nice jewels and ornaments and tilak and everything on him. He is just her plaything. However she dresses him up, he will take that. But he also has a naughty side. So she dresses him very nicely with all jewels and everything, and Krishna goes to the forest to take care of the house. But as soon as he enters the forest, what he does is he takes all the mud from Vrindavan and he puts it all over his body. And he gives up all the jewels and he puts on all the forest flowers and everything. Right? So Krishna doesn't behave like a very royal person before his mother. One by one he gives up his opulences before her love. And the very word Yashoda means the one who is the giver of fame, kirti. Yashoda. Yasha means fame. So, her birthplace is in a place called Maharana in the Vrindavan Dham. And it's near Barsana, and on the way to Nandagaon there is a diversion and you can go to Maharana. So, Yashoda Mai, she and Nanda Maharaj are eternally the father and mother of Krishna. That is the role in the spiritual world. But when Krishna comes, his associates also travel with him. Just like when a king travels, the king doesn't travel alone. There is a huge retinue of associates who travel. There are ministers, there are soldiers, there are advisors, there are priests. Everyone travel with the king. In the same way, whenever Krishna comes, all the associates of Krishna, they appear with him. So just like in the Bhagavatam we read, where Lord Vishnu orders Brahmaji and the other devatas to take birth in the family of the Yadus to assist him in his pastimes. So Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, even though they are eternally liberated souls, they appear to serve Krishna. And her father was Sumukha and her mother was Putala Devi. So Putala Devi and Sumukha, they had a daughter named Yashoda. And Yashoda, in due course of time, she got married to Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj was the son of Parjanya Dev, and who in turn, Parjanya Dev was the son of Devameda, who had a wife from the Vaishya community. And in that, their son was Parjanya, and Parjanya's son was Nanda Maharaj. So Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai, their child was Krishna. So, for 10 years and 4 months, Krishna stayed in Vrindavan. When Krishna appeared in Mathura before Devaki and Vasudeva, Devaki didn't get a chance to feed her breast milk to Krishna. Because as soon as he appeared, he said, "Take me to Vrindavan." Right? So, the opportunity to see Krishna play and do all his childhood pastimes, like him struggling to walk, him struggling to speak, all that was witnessed and enjoyed by Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. And lot of pastimes happened in there, and we don't have time to go through all of them. But just the fact that Yashoda served Krishna, Parikshit Maharaj appreciates that Shukadeva Goswami appreciates that in the Srimad Bhagavatam narration, in the episode of Putana. So Putana was a witch who was sent by Kamsa, the demon king Kamsa, to kill Krishna. So she had killed thousands of children like that. But she had come to kill Krishna by smearing poison on her breast. So she offered her breast to Krishna to drink from. So what Krishna did was, he took first the poison, then he took her milk, and then he took her life. So in that way, just because she gave him some milk, Krishna considered that as service. And when he took her life, he gave her a position in the spiritual world as nurse. So the Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami says, Putana loga bhalagni rakshasi rudhrasana jighamsayapi hare sthanam datvapa sadgatim kim punah shraddaya bhaktya krishnaya paramatmane yachan priyatamam kimnu raktastan matarayo yata. That Putana was always hankering for the blood of human children, and with that desire she came to kill Krishna. But because she offered her breast to the Lord, she attained the greatest achievement. What then is to be said of those who had natural devotion and affection for Krishna as mothers, and who offered him their breast to suck, or offered something very dear as a mother offers something to a child? So if this is the position of Putana, who wanted to kill Krishna, but in that process offered some service, what to speak of the cowherd woman of Vrindavan who willingly offered service to Krishna? What is going to be their position? This is a rhetorical question Shukadeva Goswami is saying. Right? What is going to be their position? Right? So any service to Krishna is not forgotten. Krishna always remembers that. And there is one famous story in the Bhagavatam. This was in Golok Dham, and Mother Yashoda was, that morning what happened is that Rohini Devi and Balram had been invited by Upananda, the brother of Nanda Maharaj, to his village, and they had accepted that invitation and gone there. And that day, Krishna woke up late. He woke up very late. So Yashoda Mai was seeing, they had a festival that was coming up, which was the Indra Puja. Right? And in Indra Puja, they were preparing, elaborate preparations were there. And because Indra is the supplier of rain, so the cowherd people, they are dependent on the rain for raising their crops, for having fresh grass for their cows, etc. So all the gopis, they were busy with preparing for that. Lot of preparations were being made. And Mother Yashoda, seeing that all the other servants and ladies were busy, she decided that I will churn the milk today. Because she was getting complaints from all the other cowherd women that Krishna always comes and steals the butter. And Mother Yashoda always wondered that, Krishna, you are the son of a king. There is no shortage of milk and butter and yogurt in our house. Why are you going to other people's houses and stealing? So she decided, okay, maybe it's being prepared by others. Okay, today I will personally prepare. So she brought a big pot, as tall as herself. So Mother Yashoda, her physical structure, she is a bit on the heavy side. Right? She has large hips and a bit heavy built. And she brought a pot which was as big as her, and it had a churning rod. And she started churning the yogurt to produce butter. And as she was churning, her bangles were touching and striking with each other and producing a melodious sound. The milk was producing a sound like that produced when the milk ocean was being churned. That kind of a sound, right? And in addition to that, Mother Yashoda was singing. So she was singing the various activities that Krishna did, like the Putana, the death of Putana, where then the other, Shakatasura, the demon who came in the form of a cart, and Krishna had broken that. Or Trinavrata, the killing of Trinavrata, right? And every time she was just narrating these in a song, and she was saying, by the grace of Lord Vishnu, you were saved from all these calamities. And with every line she was singing, she was saying Krishna, 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 like that. And this was a beautiful scene. And her body was decorated with peacock feathers in her head. She had lot of jewels, ornaments. She had lot of flowers in her long hair. She was churning the milk, and wherever Krishna's holy names are chanted, who comes? Krishna comes. So Krishna woke up immediately, and he came running to her. And he came and immediately caught hold of the sari of Mother Yashoda and pulled on it and said, Mother, I am hungry, feed me. So before she could respond, Krishna caught hold of the churning rod itself and stopped it and said, feed me now. So Mother Yashoda took him in her lap, and her breast would always be overflowing with milk for Krishna out of love. So she started feeding Krishna. And it is said by Kavi Karnapur that the Chataka bird, there is a kind of bird which drinks only rainwater before it hits the ground. So it stays thirsty till the rain happens, the monsoon rain happens. And when the monsoon rain falls, before it hits the ground, it drinks from the sky. So Krishna was drinking like the Chataka bird. He was really thirsty for the love and affection of his mother. And as she was feeding him, she had kept some milk in the stove. And there is an elaborate narration of how this milk was even obtained, right? That this is a special kind of milk from special kind of cows. The cows were fed something, a special kind of grass called Patmagandha, which means they have the flavor of lotus flowers, grass. That was the grass that these cows would eat, and the cows would produce the milk. And out of hundreds and thousands of cows that Nanda Maharaj had, they were fed to a certain number of cows, that milk. And the milk from these cows were then taken. And it was taken by Yashodamai to produce these sandesh and other sweets, yogurt, butter, etc. for Krishna. She had put a lot of effort into this. So, while she was feeding Krishna, a smell came from the kitchen. And what happened is that Mother Yashoda saw that the milk was boiling over. So, she kept Krishna on the ground. And before she went, she apologized to Krishna. I am sorry, Krishna, let me take care of this and I will be back to feed you. But Krishna, in his pastimes, he didn't like that. Right? I am supposed to be serving by you. You have to have one pointed attention on me. What is this milk coming in between? So he became very angry and he broke the pot. So what he did is, he took a jewel called sapphire. So Nanda Maharaj and Yashodamai, they lived in simple circumstances, but they had jewels. So he took this jewel called sapphire, which is very hard. Other jewels, they may break, but sapphire, he took that and he broke the pot. Such a big pot he broke, and that yogurt spread everywhere. Not only that, he didn't eat from that pot, because he considered, okay, if she is not going to give her fresh milk, I am not taking this. So he then walks on that yogurt. So there were tiny footprints on that. And then he goes to a storehouse, and there are pots that are kept there. And he broke that open. And he called all the monkeys. And the monkeys, they are abundant in Vrindavan, they all came. And Krishna was feeding them. So Acharyas have explained Krishna's whole body was covered in yogurt. Because his hands were tiny, he had to put his whole hand under the pot. So his up to the shoulders, it was covered in yogurt, and he would take that and feed the monkeys. How fortunate are the monkeys? He was personally feeding them. And he was also looking here and there. So Goswamis have explained that a thief has 1,000 eyes, because he is always looking here and there. Similarly, Krishna was looking here and there. He knows he has caused trouble. And out of anger he did that, but now he was afraid of the punishment that is going to come. So he was looking here and there. And in the meantime, Mother Yashoda came to the scene. After taking care of the milk, she saw that her entire work damaged. Right? And she just, what is this? Krishna is nowhere to be seen. Then she sees these small footprints on the yogurt, and then the sapphire jewel. So she kept her finger on her nose like this, and she was just standing and watching this scene. And she understood, okay, who is the culprit? So she went, followed the footprints. Mahajano yenagataspanta, right? She followed the footsteps of Krishna and looking for him. And Krishna was doing this. So her hard labor, it's not that Krishna is eating it, he is feeding it to the monkeys. So, Shri Srinathay Sachidanand Dev Bhagavan ki jai. Mother Yashoda took a piece of stick and she covered it under her cloth, and she started chasing Krishna. And Krishna started running. And Mother Yashoda was calling for Krishna, oh child, stop there, like that. And Krishna was telling, you drop that stick, then I will stop. He kept on running, and she is a bit heavy built, so she was finding it hard to run. So sweat was coming from her, her flowers and the jewels were all falling to the ground, and she is running behind this small child who was running faster than her. Right? And finally, she decided to drop the stick. She dropped the stick, and as soon as that, Krishna turned around to see, has she dropped the stick? And that's when Mother Yashoda caught. And Acharyas have explained that Krishna became compassionate, that my mother is trying so hard, because Yashoda was thinking, I am trying to, reform this child, and this child is causing so much mess. I have to teach him proper culture. right? He should not be kept to keep on stealing from the others, right? So she had good intentions. And as soon as she dropped that stick, Krishna turned around and Krishna allowed himself to be caught. In the meantime, all these sages, demigods, they were watching what is going on here. Krishna, who is, afraid, even fear personified is afraid of Krishna, he is becoming afraid of this cowherd lady, Yashoda. Right? She is not a yogi, she is not a jnani, she is not a big pandit. She just had pure love for Krishna. And Mother Yashoda caught hold of him and asked him, why are you doing this mischief? Why did you break the pot? And Krishna started lying. He said, I didn't break the pot, the Supreme Lord broke it. So she said, what kind of a nonsense is that? Then I saw your footprints. Why were you feeding the monkeys? And Krishna started lying again. He said, actually, the monkeys were stealing your butter. And I started chasing the monkeys to get that butter back. Then she said, why did you run when you saw me? You had a stick in your hand. So I became afraid. I think you misunderstood me, so that's why I ran. So finally, Yashoda Mai understood, okay, this child is not going to reform. Okay, I am going to tie him. So the martyr was the culprit. So I will tie both of you together. This is for you climb and get the butter, right? Tie you both of you together. So she decides to tie. So first she takes off the rope that was tying her lengthy hair. Small piece of rope. I mean, Krishna was only 3 years old. Small child, right? How much rope do you need? So she tries to tie him with that. And it's short. So she calls for all her friends. My dear friends, please come help me. Right? Because she cannot leave Krishna there and go and get ropes because he will run away. So she was holding on to him and she calls all her friends. And the friends all come. Now they are enjoying this situation. Right? So they see that Mother Yashoda is in trouble. And they say quite sarcastically, Mother Yashoda, is there some problem in your house? Because till then they were accusing Krishna and Yashoda would always defend Krishna that my son won't steal butter. There is enough here. Why should he come and steal? And every time, and she would say, if you have to make that accusation, bring Krishna red-handed. Catch him red-handed with butter on him. So every time they would bring Krishna, they will catch Krishna in red-handed. Then when they appear before Mother Yashoda, that will become into their husband or child. So now they are enjoying this. Oh, now your own home he has stolen. Now you are, so is there a problem? So she asks for rope. And they say, just now you dress Krishna and you tie a, kamarband along his waist. And then you don't have a shortage of rope. Now why do you need rope? But she pleads with them, they bring. And finally, they kept on tying, nothing happens. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport that the amount of rope they brought would have been hundreds of feet long, but it was turning out to be short. Finally, Krishna relents, seeing the effort of his mother, and she is able to tie Krishna. And this is a wonderful pastime that shows the love of Mother Yashoda and how Krishna voluntarily comes under her control. And I know Aarti has begun, so I will stop here. We can pray to Mother Yashoda and to our mothers on this Mother's Day and every day for a drop of their mercy, at least a drop of their mercy, so we such loving affection towards Krishna. Okay? Grantaraj Srimad Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. If everyone can please put the mats back in place and get ready for Arti Kirtan. Okay? Haribol. Is there Mataji who would like to chant Kirtan today? Any Mataji, huh? Hare Krishna. Joshita? Is Joshita here? You're not Mataji, but you have a mother.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि नित्य सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि जय नित्य सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि नित्य सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 श्रील प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 श्रील गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट जय ओम विष्णुपाद श्री गौर किशोरदास बाबाजी महाराज की जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट जय ओम विष्णुपाद सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाराज की जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट जय ओम विष्णुपाद वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ षट गोस्वामी प्रभु वर्ग की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय गंगा माई जमुना माई की जय तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय कलियुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक एवं प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय श्री श्री निताय सचिनंदन देव भगवान की जय श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिम्ह देव भगवान की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्णा ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्णा ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्णा All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Can you get harmonium? Some harmonium? Huh? I don't know which harmoniums.
Will not work. It's missing the lock. It will not stay. It's missing. There's a screw.
Straight through the lecture. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladilai ini Praladilai ini Hiranyakashi Purvaksha Hiranyakashi Purvaksha Silatankana Kalaye Silatankana Kalaye Ito nasma parato nasma Ito nasma parato nasma Yato yato yamitato nasma Yato yato yamitato nasma Ahe nasma hidaye nasma Ahe nasma hidaye nasma Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade Tavakara Kamala Vadenakam Adbhuta Shringam Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Abhuta Singam Talita Hiranyakashipu Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hari Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hari Jaya Patita Pavana Gaura Hari Patita Pavana Gaura Hari श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नृसिंहदेव भगवान की शपौपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे
Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Oh, you found them. Thank you. Okay, so we have a, what's today? What's today? I know it's like a artificial day in a way that probably florists and card companies did, but anybody celebrating Mother's Day? Who's celebrating Mother's Day? I don't see all the Prabhus. You guys all have mothers, right? Anta Kela Prabhu? Mani? Mother's Day? Everybody. Brahmakala Prabhu? Mother's Day? Haribo. So everyone can celebrate Mother's Day. Krishna is our mother, Krishna is our father. So there's a special presentation by the Sunday school group, right? Or Mataji's. Several kids. They'll be doing something special. So before all of you get distracted and run away, just important announcements. Tomorrow is Ekadashi, so fasting from grains and beans, and Tuesday is the appearance day of Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Just a little while ago, we celebrated the disappearance day of Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur when Hariprasad Prabhu was at Madhava Gauranga Prabhu's home. So we heard about his glories. You can remember it again on Tuesday. So, important announcements. I think we're having lots of new devotees in our congregation, and as well as devotees that have been present for some time. So, opportunities exist. Number one opportunity, and it's an opportunity, not a burden, is that you can become a monthly donor for the service of Shri Nitai Satyanandan. You know, this is culture, and this is Vaishnava culture, and it's a need. What we found during COVID is, as you all know, you're running a household, everything's more expensive, right? Is food more expensive? Yes. Is basic necessities more expensive? Yes. So, as in home, so here, we cook here for 220 people. At home, families may cook for 4 people or 5 people, but still, there's an expense. And whatever you can contribute on a regular basis makes a big difference. An intermittent contribution is great, but regular allows us to know how to plan for all the temple activities. You know, the flower garlands, the dresses for the deities, service, all the service items that are offered to the Lord, and thereby come as prasadam for all the devotees. So that requires Lakshmi. And Lakshmi really belongs with Bhagwan. So you will find the more you give, there's a magical formula, the reciprocation is even greater. Srila Prabhupada said, if you go and put a screw in a wall for Krishna, Krishna is not ungrateful. He will remember that. Others may not. Your family members, your kids, your parents, your uncles and aunties may forget. Your boss will forget. But Krishna doesn't forget. So whatever you do, whatever small amount you can do, please do. Okay? And there's a board behind the wall of devotees contributing regularly. And there's no minimum, there's no maximum, whatever your heart desires. But please consider contributing on a monthly basis. Everyone, if you can. Number 2, there's service opportunities. You know, more devotees is great, but it also means more service. If you want to upkeep a temple, you want to take nice care of new guests, visitors, and also, you know, Srila Prabhupada said charity starts at home. So this is our home. This is Nitai Satyanandan's home. So we can serve the deities and the devotees by everyone doing some level of their whatever service they're capable of on a regular basis. So if you're interested in any of those things, either becoming monthly donors or doing service on a regular basis, there are so many devotees here, you can let them know. My name is Jai Satyanandas. You can let me know if you have something in particular that you particularly like to do, the best situation is a service that you're inclined to. Like if I ask somebody who's right-handed to start writing with their left hand, it won't work out so well, and they'll feel awkward and uncomfortable, and the result will also not be necessarily what they consider their best result. So we always try to match person's inclination towards a service. But Srila Prabhupada said service renders the heart pure. So, there's many levels of service that one can do, and just let us know if you have an inclination or interest in that, okay? So I think those are the main things I needed to announce. We'll be having upcoming events occurring in June and July, so please keep your calendars open for those events. Mataji, would you like to, the kids can come and sing? Or Hare Krishna. Please encourage the kids with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. You guys want to come? Why is everybody so shy? I think they'll sing here. They'll sit here. Mataji, they'll sit here. There's space for them. Please sit. Do you need 2 mics, Mataji?
Yes.
One on each side?
No.
You want us just to do wherever? Sit down, guys. So we can keep one here and one there. Chandrasekhar, who is that one over? Yes. Maybe we tilt it a little away from each other.
So this bhajan has been taken from Geetavali by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and we thought of offering to our Lordship on behalf of all the mothers, seeking everyone's blessing so that we can raise our kids in proper mood, in Krishna consciousness mood. So over to kids for the translation.
Chant the name of Hari, O brothers with blissful minds. Chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari. Birth after birth in happiness. Chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari. O brothers, you have obtained a human birth. Now chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari. Whether you are in happiness or distress, chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari. O brothers, in prosperity or misfortune, chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari. Whether you live at home or in the forest, chant the name of Hari. Remaining in this material world for Krishna's purposes, chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari, O brothers. Give up the occasion of non-devotees and chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari, falling at the feet of the Vaishnavas. Chant the name of Hari. Chant the name of Hari. Chant the names of Gora and Nityananda. Chant the names of Gora and Gadadhara. Chant the names of Gora and Advaita. Bol Hari Bol, 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 Bol Hari Bol. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Bol 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 Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, my name is Nitya. Hare Krishna, my name is Parnika. Hare Krishna, my name is Panchal. Hare Krishna, my name is Gopika.
Hare Krishna, I am Ananya.
Let's hear for them with a loud Hari Bol. Oh, Hari Bol. Hari Bol. So those of you that are mothers, how many of you wish your kids were still at that age? How many of you wish your kids were college age? Very nice. You can see them growing in their Krishna consciousness so nicely. And I'm sure mothers who have teenage kids who are going off to college or in college, wish they could have that time back again, that joyous occasion. So, anyone here for the very first time? No? Yes. What's your name? What's your name? Jacob. You came by yourself? Oh, Prasad Prabhu? Okay. Thank you for... He's... Okay, Hare Krishna. So Jacob and Shakshi, right? Sasha, I'm sorry. I made it Indianized. So let's welcome them with a loud Hari Bol. Oh, Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Anyone else here for the very first time? Yes. What's your name? Joshit. And you're here with family or just by yourself? Oh, Krishna Kesha Prabhu. Okay, okay. Mataji, your relative? Nephew, okay. You're from India. Oh, all the way from India. Hare Krishna, Joshit. Thank you. Joshit and Joshita. A lot of similarities. Hare Krishna. You're a college student or you're just taking a break? You like it so far? It's nice. So let's welcome Joshit Prabhu with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. You'll have lots of nice relaxing and fun times with Anirudh and Joshita and the family. Anyone else here for the very first time? Yes. What's your name? I can't hear, I'm sorry. Abhigna. Oh, like the Janma Diyasya Yataha verse. And you are a student or at where? Okay, thank you for coming. Are you here by yourself? Oh, with your friends. You came last time, right? You came like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah? Or no? Okay, thank you. The three of you came together? How do you get here? By car or by train? By Max. And then you just walked away? Okay, thank you for making the effort. Please bring your friends from PSU as often as you can. Thank you for joining us. Let's welcome them with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you. Anyone else here for? I know you. You're not here for the first time. Okay. Mega Mataji is saying, can those of you that are here introduce yourselves? So maybe just stand up and introduce yourselves loudly. Yourself too. Don't be shy. Thank you for coming. And yourself? Chaitana. You're here for the first time? Thank you. And yourself? Chun? Okay. So the three of you are together? Okay, he is there too. What's your name? Mataji, their names? Mikhail. And him? Advait. Okay. Thank you all for coming. Loud Haribol for all of them. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. So they're also friends of Ovia? Ah. This is really interconnecting, huh? Very nice. You got all the best friends. Hare Krishna. So, anyone else here for the first time? Yes. Can you introduce yourselves? You can just stand and say your names out loud. Ashish. What's your name? Rashmi. Ashish and Rashmi. And you're here by yourself? Okay. Vancouver, Washington. Ah. There's some devotees, very nice devotees here from nearby. Madhava Prabhu and family are from Battleground. And Krishna Kesha Prabhu and family are from Camas. And then there's Abhimanyu Prabhu, who's also from Camas. So maybe you can hook up with each other and get some association close to home too. Thank you for coming. What brought you here all the way from Vancouver? Yes. Krishna is in the heart. Thank you for coming. Let's welcome them with a loud Haribol. Haribol, Hari. You finished third year at Purdue. She's doing aerospace and engineering. You're going to be one of the pilots. Yatra, he was gone for 3 weeks and he went to Vrindavan, Mayapur, Jaipur and Tirupati, right? Simhachalam. Oh, really? Yes. So let's welcome him back with a loud Haribol. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. His good wife, Kalyani Mataji, is having greater darshan there now. Thank you. Darshan of the shops. That's okay. It's Mother's Day. And I think I see Mother Mataji's parents. Hare Krishna Mataji, welcome back. And Prabhuji, I think I saw him before. He's probably with the kids, right? I think I saw your Prabhu here as well. So Mother Mataji, Rahul Prabhu's parents are here. I think we last saw you last year on initiation in July, right? So Mother Mataji looks very relaxed. Now she can just relax. You guys will take care of everything. Hare Krishna. Well, let's welcome them with a loud Haribol as well. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. So, Prasadam has changed now. Joshita, since you were last here. So we will do in the Prasadam hall. So you can honor Prasadam there. Please help clean up. So humble request, please help clean up after yourselves. Like if your kids spill, take a napkin and wipe out and stack your plates. Don't just throw the plates upside down, sideways into garbage, because what could go into a quarter of a garbage bag will wind up being 4 garbage bags. So we're just creating more landfill for Bhumi Devi. So let's not do that. Okay? So if somebody can take charge Is there somebody here who can take charge of making sure everybody's plates are stacked? No, you're going to run away. I know you. Anybody who's a little older, just making sure? Yes. Thank you very much. So don't just toss your plates, stack them on top of each other. The wet stuff, whatever you can't honor, you should take home. That's the idea. But if you can't,